6 pillars of character. The first, trustworthiness. The second, citizenship. The third, respect. Fourth, fairness. Fifth, caring. And sixth, responsibility. With that, I look forward to your questions. Thank you very much for having us this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Stillings.
Yes, thank you. I'm Tom Stillings. I'm pro-life, pro-gun, pro-business, and pro-all things American. We all know what the problems are. We're being taxed into poverty. We're being spent into bankruptcy. Professional politicians have gotten us into this mess, and it's going to take somebody with a whole bunch of business experience to get us out of this mess. With over 30 years in the steel industry, I'm that guy. I've dealt with everything from heavy industry to foreign trade. There are 4 things that we need to do just to get started on this journey. The first thing we have to do is limit the size and scope of the federal government. The second thing is to provide both a strong and efficient defense. We have to secure our borders, and we have to bring about rational, meaningful tax reform. When I talk about limiting the size and the scope of federal government, we're talking about not spending money that we don't have. We're talking about defunding unconstitutional agencies like the Department of Education, Department of Energy, and probably more than 100 various agencies throughout all the various departments. When it comes to defense, the first thing that we should do is bring home all the military personnel that we have stationed in other countries that are capable of providing their own defense. With the money we spend, we can invest in better technology to defend ourselves here at home, and then pursue peace through strength by sharing this with our friends. Securing our borders means build a fence, put cameras on it, put some drones in the air, put more Border Patrol agents on the ground with rules of engagement that let them get the job done. Now this applies to our northern border and our ports in a lesser degree. But at the same time, we have to make sure that we have a policy that says no amnesty. Make E-Verify available for all employers, because there should be heavy fines for anybody who knowingly employs illegals. As far as tax reform, I'd get rid of the IRS, get rid of the capital gains tax, all business taxes. I would repeal the inheritance tax, and we can replace all these with a fair tax. People pay taxes, corporations don't. And the fair tax will resolve our unemployment and debt problems. Thank you.
2 minutes goes first. Dr. Benishek, please, with your opening statement.
Hi, I'm Dan Benishek, and I'm running for Congress because enough is enough. And I know the vast majority of America feels the same way I do. Enough with the waste, enough with the spending, enough with the debt, enough with the arrogance in Washington, D.C. Enough with the way they bend and twist and break the rules to get their way. You know what there's not enough of? There's not enough common sense. There's not enough integrity. There's not enough jobs. Well, people in Washington have been wasting a year working on destroying our healthcare system and other ridiculous spending measures. Unemployment, the biggest problem in our country, has been getting worse. We need to cut spending, cut taxes, and cut government regulations. We let the people loose, they'll create jobs and opportunity. I want to share with you my position on a few other issues. I believe that life begins at conception and ends with natural death. I believe in the right to bear arms, without which right we will have no other rights. I believe in secure borders. I believe in a strong national defense. I believe in developing our energy and our minerals here at home, provide jobs here. And I believe that the Obama health care plan is a disaster, and I'll work to repeal it. I also believe in traditional marriage between one man and one woman. I ask you to please go to my website, benishekforcongress.com, to find out more about me. And I appreciate your time and consideration this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Hoover.
I'd like to thank the ladies for putting on this event. I've sat in this chair 3 times before, so I feel very much at home. This is the 4th time I've run for the United States Congress, and for good reason. I've known what's been taking place in our country, and Americans made a grave mistake here a few months ago. They put all 3 sections of the power of the United